because we got these folks in the text that they running around here hollering about.
They go through.
Can faith save?
Come on.
You. The challenges of life. Can faith, that's not his struggle. That's not his struggle. He recognizes it, but what he's trying to tell us is faith is more than just this talking. Faith is more than just this little showing up looking cute. Faith is. Listen to the text. Verse 15. If a brother or sister is naked and lacks daily food, and one of you says to them, go in peace, keep warm and eat your fill, and yet you do not supply their bodily needs, what is the good? The problem is that at that time, there are limited resources. This is a hard text. This ain't. See, a part of where is your faith? It's a part of, can you have confidence and assurance when you helping everybody and you ain't got enough for yourself? Faith is, I'm going to trust God, and I don't know how I'm going to make it, but because God has summoned me, I'm going to help somebody. I'm going to begin to show them the love of God in the midst of my own lack of, in the midst of my own struggles, in the midst of my own heartache. You talking about your struggles, baby, I could go to my struggles, but there's something inside of me that says God is still on my side and God is still with me. So instead of whining with you, I'm going to stand with you and testify that even though I might not have a lot, what I got, God will supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory. I want to testify to you that I'm a living witness that God can. See, so you can't just sit up in here and talk about, well, God's going to make a way for me, and then jump in your car and run home. See, we got enough of these charity ministries. All we're doing is handing folks, and they never come out of their condition because we never address the injustices. We never address the systems. We never address the mindset of the people and their culture. And we never deal with what really is going on so we can eliminate the lack of and the least of. We're good at talking about this mess, but wait a minute, don't just hand them some clothes. Let's deal with a system that will make a way where they can.
Preach, Doc.
See, James is talking about dealing with this Roman system and creating a new system. See, they can't control you. They can't control you when you start taking your clothes and giving it to other folks. When you start buying all of this stuff to propagate their system but begin to share it with inside of yourself, they can continue to enslave you. They can't enslave you. When we go and pool our money together and buy enough food, and we go and start planting our own fields, and we start going in and doing our own stuff, see, they can't control. I'm going to be nice. I'm just going to sit here. Because you'll be good at this part. Go in peace. Keep warm. And I hope it works out for you.
Yes.
Let me know. You ever notice how that's how folks want to leave you when you really start talking and sharing? Oh, I wish it, I hope it works out for you. Don't worry, the Lord is going to work out. You still hungry. You still broke. You still shattered. I'm just hoping that it works out for you. Well, you want to work out for me, go over there and buy something. You want to help me work it out? No problem. Put a little gas in my car. Yeah, help me out there just a little bit. See, it becomes a response and an action. So he says, so faith by itself, if it has no works, it's nothing more than a lot of talk. It's dead. But the problem with that is the philosophical understanding of death is not necessarily just physically, but it also has to do with it is separated from God. It means you really aren't doing anything. Which is why a lot of our churches are absolutely doing, we're taking up a lot of money. And certain folks are getting blessed. I won't talk about who the folks are, but there are some folks in the church, they happy that things are tough. Because they can sit there and talk to us and they get blessed from all this mess. But it really is a dead expression. It really is dead. It really has no connection to God. When was the last time you really made a sacrifice. When was the last time you really extended yourself to help somebody? All right. When was the last time you didn't just stay up with somebody and listen to them cry on the phone? All right. But you went to be with them in the midst of that brokenness. You gave up your sleep. Right. You gave up your gas. You gave up your... I'm going to get in trouble, Pastor, so if you don't invite me back, I'm okay. There was a friend of mine who called me one time, and he said, Reverend, I'm struggling. All right. His wife won't do right. We ain't been intimate in a while. And I'm over here in this club. And I'm in trouble. All right. Because I'm about to do something that I know I shouldn't do, but I'm tired. All right. He said, I don't know who else I can talk to. I called, I ain't going to call the man's name, but a friend, another friend who was a good preacher, and he said, well, you know what, I'm in the bed with my family, I'm doing all this, and call me in the morning. I turned around because I don't have good sense. And I told my wife, I said, baby, this is where I'm going. So I'm telling you where I'm going. Let me tell you what I'm doing. She said, okay. It took some faith on her part to trust that her husband was not going.
That's right.
I ain't talking about just my faith. I'm talking about her faith. To say, wait a minute, this nigga getting out the bed to go where he going. Wait, so it took faith on her part. And then I had to trust that I am going down here in a rough place. In a place I should not, by cultural standards, be. But there's a brother up in there that if I don't go get, this brother is about to mess up his marriage, mess up his anointing, mess up his purpose, mess up his destiny. So I got to go get him and get him out of there. I got to go in there. I got to pay to go in there. I got to go in there and they say, hey, you got to do this. Look, let me just pay at the door because I don't want nothing else. But I'm going in there to get somebody. When was the last time you went in there daring